So today we're going to compare the new KQi300P to the new KQi300X, and I've had a few days riding both of these scooters, and I'm actually impressed by both of them. If you're interested in either of these scooters, I have a code quest off new scooters. Check the pinned comment and the description. I'll put my best discount code and link there. Now you can probably see right now, they both have a similar build. They actually both come with the same manual. It just says KQi300P and 300X right in here. They have a lot of the same specs, very similar frame, size, they use the same charger. They come with the same manual, but you'll see in here some indicators of where they're different. But for the most part, the handling on this is the same, the interface is the same, brakes operate the same, except the KQi300X is a little more expensive, goes a little bit faster, and has a little bit better range overall. Now, I'm making this video for anybody looking at the new scooters. They actually impressed me right out of the box. I thought the setup was pretty easy. I thought the box was cool because it has all the info on there. Sometimes you just get a brown box. Sometimes you get a box that's like meant for a store display. And it's got all the info on there. You can double check everything. Now, like I said, they got same brakes, same size deck, same size tires, same front suspension, same interface on both, same halo headlight. And they fold down pretty similar. And I do have to say, out of all of the scooters that I use, I like the little latch here when you fold it down. It clicks into place and then you have a button release. All the other ones just seem goofy or weird, or I got a knob to turn, or I got to pull this and pull that. And these seem like they have the best folding latch. Now, I do have to say, I wasn't a huge fan of the app. It didn't seem to work right. It was really clunky. I would like be riding around and I'd look at the app to see how far I'd go, and it said, hit start now to start recording. I'm like, you weren't doing that the whole time? The app's not my favorite, but I've said this before, like, it's hard to make a good product and a good app. Like, I'm gonna focus on the product mostly, because you don't really need the app. The app just has extra data. You can toggle some features in there. But they both have front-only suspension, which honestly, I thought the front-only suspension was gonna suck. Like, I was like, there's no way this is gonna do a good job. The suspension on the front is so good that I think that I had a smoother ride than a couple of scooters that I've rode with dual suspension. It just really eats some of those bumps. Seems a little strange, but also these don't quite go as fast. We have a top speed of 20 miles an hour on this one and 23.6 miles an hour on this. So when you're riding, you'll see it toggle between 23 and 4. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the grips on either of these. And I gotta say, the throttle on these, my least favorite throttle I've used on a scooter. It's like a ridge twist throttle, and I swear, like 30 minutes of riding, I just had a blister on my thumb. Which I'm very strong with my opinion on this. I don't think a scooter should have a twist-only throttle. I think it's cool if it has like a half twist with a thumb option, like the Segway G3. I prefer a trigger throttle, which I think is like the ideal throttle for a scooter. Now, these are both on sale for the summer. The 300P is normally $8.99, and the 300X is normally $12.99, but it's on sale right now. And look, if you click my referral link, make sure you say yes to cookies so your boy gets paid. Now, I do have to say, it said there was like 5 modes on each. I couldn't figure it out in the app. I was pretty confused with the app. But when you turn it on, it's got like an e-save mode, which is their eco mode, about 10 miles an hour. And then they have like a regular mode where just the e-save doesn't show on the screen anymore. Now, I'm getting the actual weight off the site here. This one is 45.97 pounds, 46 pounds. And the 300X is 48.7 pounds, 49 pounds. Let's just round them up. Now, these are both single motor scooters, and they have a slightly different motor. On the 300P, there's a 450 watt that has a 900 max output motor. And on this one, it's a 500 watt motor with a 1000 watt max output. Now, the slightly weaker motor here results in a slower top speed, and it also results in a little bit less hill climbability. You can go up about a 20% incline with this, and this one will handle a 25% incline. Now, I do want to say the advertised range is about 30 miles on this guy, and they say you're going to get about 37.3 on this, but that's probably if you're in the eco mode. I don't know anybody that only rides their scooter in eco mode. But the actual range I got, putting them in max speed and riding them all day, I got about 15.5 miles on this, and I got about 17.5 miles on this, which on a lot of these, they tell you the max mileage in the eco mode. So if you just cut that in half, that'll be closer to what you can expect if you're riding at max speed. Now, they use the same charger. I had to double check. They had the model number on the charger. I'm like, oh no, I mixed them up. Oh no, okay, it's the same charger. And I think they say on the site, this one takes about 5 hours to charge, this one takes about 6. I plugged them in both at the same time and they were done like within 15 minutes of each other when I first charged them. So that's pretty decent. Some of the scooters I've been riding have like a 12, 14 hour charge time, and it's like, bro, I need to charge that all day just to ride it for a couple hours. Now, I wasn't a fan of the bell. I don't like bike bells. I think after 15 miles an hour, you need something a little bit louder. And some have a digital horn on it, but they're not that loud. And let me know, if you're from another country, somebody left a comment and they said some scooters can't have a loud horn because it's like against the law in their country. They have like a decibel rating for how loud the horn can be. That sounded wild to me, so I don't know. And I think I forgot to mention, the 300P comes in 3 different color options, and the 300X only comes in 2 if you're looking at different colors. I think most of the color options were a little on the darker side. I mean, I want something a little brighter, I think. I think we need to start making like bright orange, bright yellow scooters. So it's a little bit easier to see. Now, if you're interested in either of these new scooters, I have an individual video on each. I'm gonna link them in the description. And then I should have a code Quest on both of them if you want to save some money. But look, I'm not riding in this one today, so I don't have a helmet on. But if you're out there riding a scooter, don't be a dummy. Wear a helmet. All right, have a good day, my dudes.